Are you a parent or a coach who wants to help your athletes perform better? Are you looking for ways to help your kids achieve their potential and play up to their potential? Have you recently attended a youth sports event and thought to yourself, wow, sports are pretty different than I remember as a kid? And finally, have you ever left the field after a game and worried that today's sporting environment was not allowing your child to perform their best, and perhaps even affecting your relationship with your kids? My name's John O'Sullivan, and I'm the author of Changing the Game, the parent's guide to raising happy, high-performing athletes and giving youth sports back to our kids. In my book, I'll help you answer these questions and more so that your child not only performs his or her best, but more importantly, they look back on their youth sports experience as a positive one instead of the negative, demeaning one it is for far too many children. Now, conventional wisdom tells us that youth sports are a positive experience for our children, but I believe that conventional wisdom is wrong. 70% of children are dropping out of organized youth sports by the age of 13. And youth sports has become an ultra-competitive, adult-centered enterprise that has taken the play out of playing ball. We need a new direction when it comes to youth sports in this country. Again, my name is John O'Sullivan, and for the past 2 decades, I've been a coach of soccer on the youth, the high school, and the collegiate level. And now I'm an author and a speaker, and I travel around the United States teaching parents, coaches, and athletes about developing excellence and leadership within positive sporting environments. We face many problems in this country today. The first of them is that our values have changed. The values that our children are exposed through pop culture are not the same ones that we were exposed to as children, as we've replaced benevolence with fame and a quest for wealth. We also have many parents and coaches and players chasing the scholarship myth, with studies showing that 30 to 50% of parents think their child can get an athletic scholarship, when in fact the numbers are less than 1%. There's a tremendous amount of money involved in youth sports these days, as entire towns and cities base their economies on youth sports tournaments. And different companies and businesses are charging hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for goods and services that, while they may be high quality, do not really affect your child's performance. Youth sports has gone mad. In the book, we're going to discuss 3 different things. First, I'm going to teach you about performance and the anatomy of performance, because performance is made up of 3 different things. Your actions, or what you do, why you do it, which is your intentions, and how you show up, which is your state of mind. And many coaches and many parents believe that 2 of these things have the biggest effect, when in actuality, one of them, how you show up, your state of mind, is the single greatest factor that affects performance. Next, I'm going to teach you about the 7 C's of high performance. These 7 things that you can do as a coach or a parent to help your athletes perform better. The 7 C's are having common sense and perspective, providing the right conditions that's safe and emotionally and physically safe environment and developmentally appropriate, giving your athletes control and ownership over their experience, helping them develop competence, which in turn breeds confidence, learning great communication techniques, and finally, carrying an unconditional love for your athletes so that they never think that your love for them is tied to their outcomes in sports. Finally, how do we change the game? I'm going to teach you what we can do as parents with what we've learned in order to not only change our own kids, but to change youth sports. T.S. Eliot tells us the great ages didn't contain more talent, they wasted less. And right now, we're wasting the talent of 3 out of 4 children. Not because they're going to become high school or college or professional athletes, but because they're not learning the valuable lessons that sports can teach them, like integrity and humility and commitment and effort and all these character traits that will carry on and benefit them throughout their lives. Now, I want you all to know that a portion of the proceeds for every book is donated to Kids in the Game. And Kids in the Game is a 501c3 nonprofit that's dedicated to inspiring kids to thrive in life through sports. They provide financial assistance and scholarships to help youth from low-income families stay in sport and help kids that are at risk to gain access to sporting programs. As our schools and our governments are cutting billions of dollars of sports funding, it's never been more important that children have access to sports, and Kids in the Game is doing their part to give children access one child at a time. So if you'd like to learn more about this great organization, I also encourage you to visit kidsinthegame.org. Thank you very much. Again, my name is John O'Sullivan, and I hope you enjoy the book.